10-15 minutes where I like had like a series of clips going and yada yada yada. It went off and did some push-ups and made my coffee while I waited for it. Came back, flipped on the mic, started being like, "Is there even anyone here?" Then I did like a Red Bar impression. It's Red Bar in the morning. To be honest, it was like a Sway in the morning impression, but just with the name Red Bar. Welcome back, everybody. Thank you, everyone, for being my subbers. I do need to order a few more groceries, and you know what? I can only do that because I didn't really make any money this month off streaming, but I didn't lose my subscribers, so it's huge. I think I might be losing my adrenaline I messaged them a few days ago being like, hey, you know, I'm going to come for a pickup, and they were like, no, national shortage. We don't have any. And I don't think I can just go to any pharmacy and get it filled. Might as well put effort into doing that. Anyway, Lily Allen. I guess she broke up with the guy from Marriage. And now she's finally back. A massive album. Apparently he's pissed. He's pissed at her. She sounds kind of pissed at him. But she's also saying it's kind of creative writing. What did Lily Allen say in your album? You could Google, like, what did she say? Okay, so she said it's not revenge and it's not cruel, and he's kind of pissed off about it. And she's saying, fuck off. If she could just be super based here, right, and be like, dude, it's just art. Hey, come on, man. Yeah. You droog? Dude, where's all my stuff? I was watching a bit of Purpleberry Gaming last night. He's actually such a great streamer. Good for him, good for him. I've watched him a couple of times, actually. Fury gave him a shout out on Justical Stream, and she was actually talking about, like, I think the first time I went to watch him. And I was like, lol, true. It's hard not to, like, overly attribute things to, like, oh, this is what I need to do to make it, or this is what he's doing. All he was doing was sitting there yapping. I mean, yeah, did you guys see the impression that she did of him? It was like, what was the segment? I need to remember. Alright guys, we got all the penises on the stream, and like if I just lay out my segment like this, and then like we can have like this penis, and then this penis will come up next to it. And then that'll be like the start of the segment, and then like the follow through, we can like keep talking about this for like 15 minutes, and then we can have more of this penis coming in, and then like penis talk followed by like ball talk, and then back to penis talk, and then like that'll be like the great segment. It'll be great, guys. And he did that for like half an hour. He's kind of relaxed, and he's having a wee laugh, and he's making some easy jokes. A lot of these streamers, and I guess people in general, seem to do.
And who the fuck is Madeline? Who's Madeline?
A new theory: does everyone find their own jokes funnier?
Who's Madeline?
Is that why people tell such bad jokes? So I want to be like, I just say what I think is funny, but like, it might not be true.
No, but who is
Maybe I
Madeline?
say shit that I don't think is funny, but I think it's funny because I say it. And now I'm thinking, does everyone do that? Ooh. Alright, I gotta plug my camera back.
I know none of this is your fault. Messaging you feels kind of assaultive. Saw your text, that's how I found out. Tell me the truth and his motives. I can't trust anything that comes out of his mouth. No, I can't trust anything that comes out of his mouth.
Ooh, this album's evolving like a story.
Is it just sex or is there emotion? He told me it would stay in hotel rooms, never be out in the open. Why would I trust anything that comes out of his mouth? Oh, why would I trust anything that comes out of his mouth?
I'm hooked. It's catchy.
We had an arrangement. Be discreet and don't be blatant.
She's got a song called Pussy Palace. Let's go.
There had to be payment.
Yeah, I actually run the Crystal Pussy Palace.
But you're not a stranger, Madeline.
Hey, he is telling you the truth. Our relationship has only ever been about sex. I can promise you that this is not an emotional connection. We don't
Song
speak
called
outside
Portia and
the time we
Stan.
spend together, and whenever he talks about you, it's with the utmost respect.
You tell me he's telling the truth. Is that the case or a line that he fed you? Wanna believe you, but is it a ruse? Lie to me, babe, and I'll end you. I can't trust anything that comes out of your mouth. I'm not convinced that he didn't fuck you in our house. Do you two ever talk about me? Has he told you that he doesn't love me? I bet he tells you he loves you. I've got an old, got an ugly. I wouldn't trust anything that comes out of his mouth. No, why would you trust anything that comes out of his mouth? We had an arrangement. Be discreet and don't be blatant. And there had to be payment. It had to be with strangers.
My bad. My microphone's been backwards this whole time.
But
That's
you're
fucked
not a
up.
stranger, Madeline.
It feels, there we go. Yeah, it feels like my mic needs a little bit more of this. And a bit of that. There we go.
I hate that you're in so much pain right now. I really don't want to be the cause of any upset. He told me that you were aware this was going on and that he had your full consent. If he's lying about that, then please let me know, because I have my own feelings about dishonesty. Lies are not something that I want to get caught up in. You can reach out to me anytime, by the way, if you need any more details or you just need to vent or anything.
Sheesh.
Love and light, Madeline.
You gotta wonder if that's real. 'Cause it's corny, but it totally could be real. Some corny ass shit. That's some gay white woman shit. It's a white woman's apology for sleeping with your husband's text.
But the child in me possessed. I need a drink. I need a Valium. You pushed me
Apparently Pussy Palace, which made me laugh so much. I'm at the Crystal Pussy Palace. Apparently this was like the most shocking song. She was handing out butt plugs at her album release because she found a shoebox filled with butt plugs. Jesus. Benny, Jesus. Lily Allen has released an album that's gone top of the charts, and apparently she was dating, or she was married to, sorry, she was married to, literally married to, the guy from Stranger Things. Jesus, yeah. He's so Chungus. He's so quirk Chungus. It makes sense that a dude like this would just end up like, you know, I don't know, the nice guy sex freak. It's just got that vibe real hard. Cause I mean, I wouldn't really consider him like he's meant to be like one of the biggest actors and whatever, but it's like, I don't watch Stranger Things, but it's a kid show. So it's like, you're just like the biggest actor in a children's show. But he was also saying this isn't like revenge against him, and that he doesn't need to be angry, but also that the album is like heavily inspired by him, and that also the songs aren't like a standalone thing. They're sort of evolving. I'm just reading this now, and I can immediately put it together. Because, I don't know, we got this West End Girl song, which I just looked up as well. Like, they had an apartment in the West End in New York. And so she's like, oh, this is feeling like a bit rushed, blah, 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 blah. Roommating, sleepwalking, and tennis kind of ends up with them getting into an open relationship, her getting a job in London, and in real life she got a job as an actor back in London. Imagine someone out you as a predator and your defense is, I'm a virgin actually, I don't have a penis. I was thinking about that the other day. Yeah, I don't have a penis. Why was that so like, I don't know, it's probably all the content we've been watching. Sir, I think you'll find I don't actually have a cock. My dick actually doesn't work. When I try and think about rape, I actually end up going into a catatonic shock where I am unable to move or sweat or generate fluids. As a child, I was watching Game of Thrones with my parents on TV, and we all realized I had a medical condition when the sex scenes came on. They didn't do anything about it, but nobody noticed. Nobody noticed. The Giga Prince Andrew defense. I actually cannot sweat. I can't rape because my penis shrivels up inside me every time I see a woman. My lack of penis is... I simply fall over backwards because of the counterbalance of not having a dick. Therefore, I cannot have raped. Your Honor, if my client can stay standing on the side of a woman, or then he could have raped. But as you can see, he falls over every time a woman passes by. He cannot stand, he cannot have raped. Anyway, then we get this song called Madeline. So she feels rushed in the first song. It's like she feels rushed to like move to the West End in New York. So like, it just felt kind of awkward. And then like one of these was just, it was strange. Like It's honestly the song, I guess, like looking back on it, I guess it's like I don't expect there to be a song about getting into an open relationship, but like yeah, it's literally, especially this Madeline song, kind of like lays that out really quite nicely, where it's like pretty clearly detailing like, oh no, like it was just for sex and yada yada yada, and then but then the song ends with like, well, who the fuck is Madeline? Um, because I'm guessing the implication there, or maybe it's even more like literally in the lyrics, like the implication is like, well, you're telling this Madeline person like intimate things. If it turns out you're also sleeping with them, then that is not just a relationship about just sleeping with someone. And then Relapse is where we're at. Oh, and now Pussy Palace. Apparently, this is like the one where she goes back from New York to, or from back from London to New York. She finds, hold on, let me find the news article, a box filled with butt plugs, sheets pulled off the bed, and another shoebox filled with broken-hearted woman's love letters to him, as well as a Dwayne Reed bag with the handles tied closed. What is a Dwayne Reed bag? It is just, oh, maybe the bag was. Oh, this is lyrics in the song. Hold on, we can just listen to the song. Sheesh. And she handed out butt plugs at her. Dude, if people want to hate on me for the Manifesto leaking my sexual shit, Lily Allen, my queen, my queen.
Don't come home, I don't want you in my bed. Go to the apartment in the West Village instead. I'll drop off your clothes, your mountain medication. I'm already on my way, heading to the station. Stuck on the F, there's a problem on the line. I couldn't be more stressed, I'm losing my mind. Up to the first floor, key in the front door. Nothing's ever gonna be the same anymore. And that's when I realize something don't feel right. I didn't know it was a pussy palace, pussy palace, pussy palace, pussy palace. I always thought it was the dojo, dojo, dojo. So am I looking at a sex addict, sex addict, sex addict, sex addict? I'll talk about a low blow, oh no, oh no. I didn't know it was a pussy palace, pussy palace, pussy palace, pussy palace. I always thought it was a dojo, dojo, dojo. So am I looking at a sex addict, sex addict, sex addict, sex addict? I'll talk about a low blow, oh no. I found a shoebox full of handwritten letters from broken-hearted women wishing you could have been better. Sheets pulled off the bed and strewn all on the floor. Long black hair, probably from the night before. Dwayne Reed bag with the handles tied. Sex toys, butt plugs, loop inside. Hundreds of Trojans, you're so fucking broken. How'd I get caught up in your double life? And that's when I realized something don't feel right. I didn't know it was your pussy palace, pussy palace, pussy palace, pussy palace. I always thought it was the dojo, dojo, dojo. So am I looking at a sex addict, sex addict, sex addict, sex addict? I'll talk about a low blow, oh no, oh no. I didn't know it was a pussy palace, pussy palace, pussy palace, pussy palace. I always thought it was the dojo, dojo, dojo.
What is it about having sex that feels so good? Some people just have no shame. There's the regret.
Name all the things you regret most in your life. Oh, sex. Every time my dick got hard. Fuck. Like, how good is the sex for him to just actually commit an entire living space to it and have these like sex parties as opposed to just a quiet night in playing Roblox with the boys? Insanity. Let me have a look through these articles. Like, what else did she say about him? That is like a low blow, like, fuck that, dude. And now we got a new one, 4chan Stan. We're only like halfway through the album. There's 14 songs on it.
You know I've never been inclined to have to do that before. Never been in bad doors. But you took someone shopping there in May 24. You bought her a handbag. It wasn't cheap. I was in London, probably asleep. Did you go to Montauk for the weekend? Was there an encore?
What a cunt as well. This dude is her husband, bro. Her actual husband. Not her thing that she's dating. None of that shit. Fucking gross cheating husband. What a fucking loser, bro. Got a little bit famous, turned into a fucking creep. True. So she's making 4chan look bad there, though. Honestly, not gonna lie. I have a 4chan Stan story. When I was like 18, I like go on B. I think it was B, and my mate's brother was dating this girl called Stacy, and I went to go live with her and him. And she would give me like the look, like real hard. She was obviously like kind of quirky and weird. And I went and asked 4chan about it, and they were like, "Don't fuck her." Like, they're like, "What? Don't fuck your mate's friend, bro." Yeah, don't do it. I was like, "Yeah, but what do I do about it?" But like, they were I think in my real life, a lot of cunts that I grew up with would be like, "Yeah, of course, bro, like sleep with all the women you can and shit like that." Like toxic fucking. I mean, man, I don't know if that's like a New Zealand thing though, that we're just filled with like dickheads. I just want to say the people here are horrible, but I don't like, because I mean the women are self-absorbed freaks. I had a lot of good friends who were guys, but like I definitely know like a lot of like the certain kind of dudes would be both ways. It's probably not just a New Zealand thing. You get a lot of it both ways. I mean, like, sometimes you get good advice, sometimes you get bad. But, you don't have to take anyone's advice, so fuck 'em. 4chan Stan.
I don't wanna fuck with anyone else. I know that's all you wanna do. I'm so committed that I'd leave fell in love, I landed on my feet. I was a cat that got the cream. We built a palace on the perfect street. You really sold me on a dream. And now I'm looking at my Tinder. Or maybe I'm more of a hinder. He wants to take me out to dinner. Hope he looks better than his picture. I've been trying to be open. I just want to meet your needs. And for some reason I prefer to be people pleasing. I'll be your non-monogamy. I'm just trying to be open.
Hearts get broken. She looking at me eyes and say you have no emotions. She asks me
It's awesome.
the word was spoken. Like is she a token or it's just promotion? You know, say man a big ship when we're there in the ocean. You know it's
Back in January, at the very start of the year, she says, I'm not in a good place. I know I've been talking about it for months, but I've been spiraling and spiraling, and it's out of control. I can't concentrate on anything except for the pain I'm going through, and it's really, really hard. I had the same year as Katy Perry, but she put out a chart-topping album, and I rushed putting out a dog shit. Dude, I don't know what to feel about my shitty rear though. Part of me thinks I should have taken more time to make it actually okay.
Think you're in love.
It needed so much tweaking.
Somebody else
Sounding less like a victim, sounding more like fun and empowering, like doing it.
away.
I only spent one night recording it, so like, fuck.
Blaming myself. You keep me in
A green screen would have been sick. A green screen where I could get up and walk and talk. That would have been best.
pretend
How sick would it have been if I'd like gone outside and like paced like through a field and been like the Tectone times 10 though, like because he goes out and sits on his deck.
action.
Like, bip, bip, bip.
I feel so drawn, so
I mean, she has a song in here called Ruminate.
booked myself.
Literally saying, she's like, I'm just obsessed with like, I'm hurt, I'm obsessed, I gotta get this shit out.
Might hold. I gave you all
The songs on the album aren't necessarily gospel though, she also says.
how I'm
Things that are on the record that I experienced within my marriage, but it's not to say it's all gospel. So some of it did happen in the marriage, but it's not all true.
You give me just
Inspired.
hope to hold on to. Nothing. Yeah, you
What's going on in this song?
just enough.
It's called Just Enough.
Hope to hold on to. Did you fall in love with someone who isn't me? Why are we here talking about vasectomies? Did you get someone pregnant? Someone who isn't me? Did you take
Dude, on the album, he asks her for an open relationship while she's in London and he's in New York. So she answers the phone, hey, how's it going? Well, I mean, that doesn't feel great. But if that's what you need, then like, how will that work? I mean, I'm sad, but okay, no, I'm fine. I want you to be happy, okay, I'll speak to you later, bye, I love you. Fuck that, dude. Yeah, who knows if that really happened, right? That probably didn't happen that way. And it creates an effective, like, tragic art for the story. I think I'm gonna throw that piece of that towel away. It's like I've been blowing my nose on it another day. Had to check and make sure I hadn't wiped my ass on it, yeah, and then rubbed it on my face. Okay, I have another piece of it right here. thick tip, buy a big towel for like $2. Cut it up into pieces. Boom. Get a bunch of rags.
To have fun with while my husband works away. I'm almost nearly 40. I'm just shy of 5'2". I'm a mum to teenage children. Does that sound like fun to you? 'Cause I
She goes on to recall a conversation where she told her partner the situation was too brutal, and he apparently insisted that he felt the same. But immediately after he said that, he asked if it has to happen. Do you want to know? So does it have to happen? You're my husband.
so I go back.
I'm out here acting, fulfilling my, I assume it's like,
Used to be quite
she doesn't have to go be an actress. It must be something she like loves, right? She's off doing her dream, loving it, and he's just off being like, well, I have to have orgies, baby. And it's like, was she somehow so fucking good in bed that their sex life was taking off in a crazy way? Like, I don't think so, buddy. Where did this fucking taste develop, motherfucker?
I'm just shy of 5'2". I'm a mum to teenage children. Does that sound like
Dude, I've had a few ESL girlfriends in the past though, and one of them, I was fucking her so much, she was like, "You're gonna kill me." She stopped me in the middle of the sex and was like, "I'm actually kind of dying." She loved it though. Like, after we broke up, I had a big problem with her coming over just for sex, which is pretty classic. The classic. Babe, I'm trying to get over you. You left me and went and hung out with your ex because he's making more money than me. Literally, that's what happened. I mean, he was suicide baiting her and she left me for him. So that the strat works, apparently. I don't think it was the suicide baiting that really worked. I think it partly worked, but like, I know that because she got me to translate for her. She was like, "Is this what I think it means?" And I was like, "Yeah, it is." Pretty crazy that like her ex was messaging her and she like just showed me. But I guess she was like kind of worried about him and wasn't like cheating on me with him or anything. But I think she cheated on him with me, which is not a great sign. But then again, it's not like me and her were that serious. I don't think him and her were that serious. I think he was just like kind of a loser, and then that's why he like overreacted to a girl he didn't really know that well, like leaving him or picking me over him. But then eventually I think, yeah, she like just decided like what was I doing? I don't know. We hung out a lot and we went on a lot of dates, and basically I spent like quite a lot of money on like hanging out with her and going on dates. Not really like on her, just on like us doing things. I spent like $8,000 over the course of like 3 months. But then I said to her, I was like, "Yeah, I'm actually like burning through like my savings pretty hard." And she was like, "Oh, you're not like just able to do this like all the time," and just like bounced. I think is pretty much what happened. Unfortunately. Which is like, I don't know, fair enough. I don't know, I wouldn't really say I was spending that money just on her. I think I was just working a lot before her, and then I just wasn't working as much during the time me and her were dating. But like, I definitely wish I was better at spending money, but like I probably would have been through that money pretty quick whether I was with her or not. You know what I'm saying? Sam Fender, Rain Man. Kind of fucked that, like, I don't know if YouTube is like, Revived Music is like the company here. They just chuck some other dude's song right in the middle of her playlist.
you're so indifferent, and that's insane. Where's all your empathy for all my pain? My friends all tell me you are deranged. I wanna feel held, I wanna be told I'm special and I'm unusual. I want your
I love it where she's making fun of polygamy, saying that people who are into polygamy are just like immature cunts.
I feel embarrassed.
Being a man and saying, why aren't we fucking baby, is so pathetic.
Something different, and that's insane. Where's all
Why are you playing on a girl's emotions at all? Like, who gives a fuck, dude?
my friends will tell me?
Give her what she needs and she'll be there for you, brother. Brother.
I wanna be told I'm special and I'm
I
unusual.
mean, if she's into you,
I want your desire. I wanna be
she's off looking for shit from somewhere else, then
I'm beautiful. Why won't you beg, beg, beg for me? Why won't you beg for me? Oh, why won't you beg
you let me think it was me in my head and nothing to do with them girls in your bed. I know you've made me your Madonna. I want to be your whore. Baby, it would be my honor. He had a Madonna whore complex where he didn't want to fuck her and treat her like the filthy slut, but he actually wanted those filthy sluts behind the back. Dude, that's crazy. Too real, too real. Dude, I'm so glad I can do both. Ain't nothing better than having my cute little, I've had... I'm talking about that. I've definitely had like friends who I had a mate who was like sleeping with a girl who was like super cool. She was a lawyer, blah blah blah. There was one thing, she fucked like 30 or 40 guys that year in that first year of uni. I didn't sleep with her, by the way. She definitely offered. And I remember I was miserable because I really wanted to, like, I was lonely and miserable at the time, but like it's not that kind of satisfaction I get. To be honest, I was probably still getting over the Germany thing, even though it was only like a year or two later.
miserable in my rabbit hole? Yeah,
I mean, I spent like 4 years working on going to Germany. I think it's okay if I take like a year or two to like not be too cut up about it.
what is it?
But I was way less cut up about it when I was like sleeping with someone. I had a few girlfriends and relationships. I had girls that I would hang out with and sleep with for like 6 months. They weren't really my girlfriends. And then I felt okay, but then like they would go away, and to be honest, maybe I never got over the Germany thing. Maybe I'm still fucked. Maybe I'm like constantly looking for a replacement. Who knows? But anyway, this girl, she fucked like 30 or 40 guys that year. So that's like kind of a bit of a yikes. But equally, whatever. It's her first year of uni. I mean, she's literally a successful lawyer now, so like, she probably had a great life.
I will not absorb your shame.
But my mate slept with her, and then they woke up in the morning, and then she like went to like suck him off or whatever, and then, or maybe they had sex, and then
Forget your sympathy.
after the sex, she was like, "Do you mind if I just like masturbate?"
With my dignity.
And he was like, "Yeah, go ahead."
On the table.
And it disgusted him. He like let her do it, and then it disgusted him and put him off, and didn't want to like be around her anymore. And it was like, was she suddenly just like too human for you, or like not innocent enough, or not much, like not enough of like your object, or like what? I don't know. But I knew him really well, and so I don't really know what went on with him. Sometimes I do wonder though, like he had 2 brothers and no sisters. I wonder how much that like changes your view of women. Not that like I ever think about my sisters masturbating or anything like that, but like just that like there's like a cascading effect of this impression that you have of women, and at some base end I'm like just way more aware of how like variable and humanized like, you know, women are. Whereas and for good reason. Where it, like, if you never grow up really around women, except for maybe you're a mother, you're going to be like really struggling to not have them put in like a very, very distinct category. Now, I definitely think that like gender is real and shit like that. I was watching Nina debate Andrew the Crucible dudes the other day, and like he was like saying like, is gender real, like, or is it a concept, or like, you know, because then he's like, are elves real? And I would have hit him with like, well, like, is money real? And I know he would have debated that, like, blah, 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 and I'm like, yeah, well, the effects it has on society are real, right? And here you are, like, actually, like, debating that that is, like, kind of real. So it might not be, like, a tangible concept. It might not have an intrinsic value. What's the opposite of intrinsic? Sometimes I wonder if I should go on those shows and, like, debate those retards. Honestly, that might be like my place on the internet. Is that like I find it disgusting and retarded and like stupid and like it's annoying just to be like laughed at by those fuckers. But I know that if I like show that it doesn't bother me, or if I show that the thing that I'm bothered by is like their disgusting grossness, no matter, and they'll dogpile me, they'll do dirty shit. But I know there's like a big clump of this audience that will be like okay with me doing it. Plus, maybe I'm like skilled enough to be like, actually, also, Andrew, you're a racist. Or like, yeah, not accuse him. I think accusing and being like that is gay. But like, I could probably be like, not only are you a bigot in like this way towards like trans people or this or that, but like you're also retarded in that way. Because I mean, and then on the other hand, like I will argue against like trans people on like a lot of shit. I think it is like a mental illness. But in that way, it's like more real than I think Andrew from the Crucible would like actually like to admit. So I wonder if I asked him like, is there man brain and woman brain? And then I could be like, well, like, okay, well, is that like a binary? No, probably not either. As well as like social conventions, the way you're raised, and then the pressure of like social life being put upon you, is that real? Well, it has real effects. Boom, 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 boom. And just throughout all of these statements, these cunts would be like, oh, no way, bleh. That Speakeasy dude was so fucking gay. He just pretended not to hear me, challenged me to a debate later, backed out of it, pretended like he didn't back out of it. Like, Speakeasy was pathetic, dude. And I was, like, dogpiled. I think, well, like, Carrier and Carrie were there, but, like, I think Carrie did most of the speaking. I think both of them did good though. Dude, it's so funny that it that it comes back to this. Oh, we're at the end of the album. Anyway, that was cool. I hope she does great. You know, I hope she does great. It kind of makes me kind of wistful listening to an album like that though. Like, she's flying around. She's a famous rich actor. She's dating her husband. People care about this gay drama. Oh god, I wish it was me. But yeah, I mean, it would be sick. It would be sick to like debate those dudes. The opposite of intrinsic. It's a very gay word, intrinsic. Antonym for intrinsic. Extrinsic, acquired. No. So intrinsic means it's like naturally a part of it, which should be like the brain or the physical property, right? What am I even talking about? Whether or not gender is like intrinsic to you. Or with, I mean, it is intrinsic to you. Then, I don't know, you would be intrinsically like man or woman biologically. I swear that was his argument. Nina versus the Crucible. Nina versus the Crucible does not appear to be a real case. Well, I had to go take a shit and chill out. I wasn't really planning on going live for long today, but yeah, thanks for hanging out, listening to the album with me, everyone. Goodbye.